Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of What's Your Number Wednesday. It's the hosted game show where you pick a number and handle a common real estate objection. Are we ready to get rolling?
Yes.
Y'all are way too flat for my energy.
Yes.
Are you awake? Are we ready? Good morning, Sarah. No, Sarah's not.
Just no.
Annette, I don't know. She was texting earlier, so she might be awake. Nicole's out walking. Jacob's sitting there wrestling his cat, and Shoshana is probably dropping her kids off at school. Welcome. It's a game show you don't need to be on just to be participating. Who's going to be our first today?
I'll go first.
Oh, we'll go. We'll go. Okay.
Look at you.
I want to get it over with because I know I didn't do it last time. So
smart. You know that you're going to be voluntold otherwise.
Yep.
Sarah, what's your number?
Let's go with 4.
Number 4. Whoo.
Of course.
How can we do an open house when there's COVID?
Okay. All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Who am I talking to? Okay. Hi, Dan. How are you? This is
I'm
Sarah. Okay. This is Sarah Kuhn with Keller Williams. How are you?
I'm well, Miss Sarah. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you. How's everything been going in COVID?
Things are good. I mean, we're ready to get the house on the market, but how can you do an open house during COVID?
You know, a lot of people have been asking me that question. There's lots of things that we can do in order to make sure everybody stays safe. I have a couple of options for you. And as far as me holding the open house, I always make sure to bring sanitation supplies with me wherever I go. So what are some of your concerns?
I just want to make sure that all is well and we don't, put our health in jeopardy, because my health is more important than my wealth.
Absolutely. Well, again, like I said, we have a couple of extra precautions that we can take. People have gone so far as to use booties. And then before and after everybody leaves, I definitely take the precautions of sanitizing everything. Is there anything else that you would want me to do on top of that?
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Okay, so we'll set up that time for the open house and we'll talk to you later.
Awesome, Sarah. Thank you. Mara, would you like to give it a run?
Didn't Nicole want to go next? No, yeah, I'll do it. Did the number switch? I shouldn't pick the same number I picked last time.
You can pick the same number if you got some insight on that one.
No, 9? I don't remember. I think we did that one. No, I didn't do that. I think I picked.
Did you say 29?
9.
Okay. 19 it is.
No, 9. Whatever, just pick one. Pick the one you want me to do.
The good thing is same basic question. I want to sell my house, Miss Mara, but we may have to wait until after the pandemic. I'm worried about COVID, and I really don't want to put my health at jeopardy.
Oh, do you want to skip that one? Well, I understand. A lot of folks are very concerned about that. So you're just concerned about people coming in the house during that time?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing we've been doing, of course, to cut down on the number of people coming through is to make sure that everyone sees the house online and we get a really good video or even a Matterport. I don't know if you've seen those. It's like a 3D rendering of the house so they can sort of see their way around it. And we ask that everybody has seen that before they come to the house because they should have a better idea of what the home looks like. Does that sound like something that would help assuage your concerns a little bit?
Remote access, virtual?
Yeah, and then if they are really serious and, we make sure that our buyers are pre-qualified, that we'll ask everyone, of course, to wear masks and social distance. And then we'll use a lot of sanitizer between visits. If we were to have an open house, obviously, I'd make sure that everything got cleaned, all the surfaces, lights, handles, and all that for you. Are those things that would help?
No, that's good. That sounds awesome.
Because the market is still very hot, and surprisingly, people still want to see your home, even with COVID going on. Life goes on. So if those things sound like good measures, we'll definitely take those extra safety precautions.
I love it. Sounds good to me.
I didn't mention, we also have a form for everybody to sign in, everyone who was in the house. So if there were, we could do some tracking if there were ever an issue of someone who came through your home.
Awesome. Well, sounds great. Welcome to the call, Trisha, Samantha, Cindy. As you know, it's What's Your Number Wednesday. It's the game show where you pick a number and you get to go over a common real estate objection. Samantha, you're
No. Okay.
pick a number between 1 and 30. What is your number?
8.
Ooh, 8. You know what, Samantha? We want to sell our house, but with the inventory being so low right now, we want to wait until we find something else before we put ours on the market.
Absolutely. So when would you like to start looking?
Now,
Okay, awesome. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for, and I'm confident we can find it.
I've been looking on the MLS and I can't seem to find anything. So I'm worried about putting my house on the market because there's nothing out there that my wife and I like.
I certainly understand that. I think the best direction is for me to get a clear understanding of what your needs are in that next home and look for off-market opportunities that match that criteria.
Okay. How are we going to do that?
Well, that's part of what I do. I really network with, once I, again, have that clear understanding of what you're looking for, I'm going to get out into those neighborhoods and see if there are any sellers such as yourself interested in selling their home.
Okay. I really don't want to put mine on the market until we find something. So that sounds great.
Understandable. So what I would like to do, though, is as we're doing that, get us in a position that when we do want to put it on the market, we make that really, we kind of put ourselves in a position to kind of move quickly. As you know, this market is moving very fast. So how about we go ahead and write the contract, but we don't list it for another, let's say 30 days. That'll give us a little bit of time to get out there, find something you're interested in, but know that it's kind of ready to go just at the click of a button. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
Great job. Great script. Great job.
Mhm.
All right, Samantha, who is the next scripter?
I'm going to go with,
Sarah and Mara have already gone.
okay, I'm going with Jason.
Jason Thompson, welcome to What's Your Number Wednesday. It's the scripting show where you get to pick a number and get to handle a random objection. Samantha, what number is he going to handle between 1 and 30?
15.
Number 15. Jason, if I sell my house with you and I buy my next house with you, will you reduce your commission?
I appreciate you asking, but thanks, no.
That's it. Break script, right? Sometimes it doesn't need to be very difficult. It just needs to be. Yeah, I appreciate you asking that. Unfortunately, no. I wish I could say yes. No. And they say, well, why not? Well, let's go round 2 with Jason on that one. Jason, the audience has asked for a round 2. Why not?
I appreciate you asking, but no. And then why not? Now with that, if somebody is willing, hold on, I'm off the script now. Why won't I cut my commission? That my job is to fight for the most net profit for you. So if somebody is willing to give their commission up that fast, what are they going to do for you when it comes to negotiating?
Very nice. Very nice. Awesome, Jason. Great job. Thank you so much for your participation, sir. Jason, who's our next scripter?
Let's see. Who do I got on here? Sarah.
Already went.
Oh, did she?
Yep.
All right. Let's go with Dick.
Dick Nichols. You're out of focus a little bit, Mr. Dick Nichols, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to be in focus to be on stage. It's all right. All right, Jason. Between a number of 1 and 30, what number is he picking?
Dick's 21.
21, Dick. You're working with a renter. My lease doesn't expire for a few months, so why does it make sense to start looking now? You're on mute, Mr. Dick. You're muted.
Dick, we can't hear you.
Okay, would you repeat it? I did not hear it.
All right, Mr. Dick, you are working with a renter. I'm a renter. My lease doesn't expire for a few months, so why does it make sense to start looking now?
Well, because the early bird gets the worm. And right now, the market is such and the lending is so good, you want to get started right away. You do not want to wait to the last moment. That's, let's get it going and let's get that part of the way so you're ready to rock and roll.
Mhm.
I like it. Simple. All right, Mr. Dick, who's the next scripter?
Eeny, meeny, miny, Mara.
She already went. She was first up.
Well, Sarah than me.
Well, Sarah then Mara.
All right. Do I pick a number?
Just pick a person.
Oh, well, I did not. Oh, she's already done it?
Mara's already gone, yeah. We're not gonna
All
wrap
right.
it, so.
Trisha.
Trisha Hooper. What number is Trisha
Let's
gonna
go.
handle between 1 and 30?
Let's go with Gordie Howe's number 9.
Number 9. Open house. Trisha, you're at open house and a client comes to you and says, I like the house. We're just out looking. We're not serious about buying right now.
All right, good. I'm glad you're out looking. I'm glad you're out doing your homework. Do you have anybody who's helping you right now?
No, we're just kind of moseying around.
Okay. Well, I'd like to be that person if I could. I'd love to help you out. I've been in the business for a long time. I've seen a lot of the different changes in the marketplace. So what I'd love to have you do first of all is, did you say you love the house already? You like this one?
Oh, we like it. It's a pretty nice house. We're just not very serious about buying right now.
Okay. All right. So you're out to just kind of see what's going on in the marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd love to walk you through that process. It's a great market right now. It's a great time to buy. I'm glad you're doing your homework so you know better what you want, because that's one of the questions that I ask my customers is to, what are you looking for? What are you excited about? Do you have some priorities right now of what you're looking for, Dan?
No, we're just kind of getting ideas right now. There's not a whole lot that we're set on. Just kind of the idea
Okay.
that maybe we want to get another house.
Okay. Where are you living now?
No, we're down the street.
Okay. Are you renting or you own a home right now?
We're renting.
You're renting. Okay. And do you have a lease on that property or are you month to month?
I don't know. I think we're lease. My wife pays for everything.
I'm going to assume that you're month to month because you're out here peeking around. I have some information here with me that can tell you a little bit about this neighborhood. You didn't specifically say this is what you're looking for, but sometimes when somebody says they're just down the street, this is an area they like. You like this neighborhood? You like this area you were in?
Yeah, we definitely want to stay on this side of
Okay.
town.
Do you have children?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I always ask that question just because of schools, because if you have kids in school, you might want to keep them in that area. And so that might be a part of it. So what I'd love to do is, I know you're out looking around. I'm going to give you my card. Can you go ahead and sign in here so that the buyers know that you've been here? I'm going to give you a buyer's guide that's going to tell you a little bit more about the process. It's from Title Security. They're a great title company to work with, Title Security and Catalina Title. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to set up a time to just catch up with you one-on-one and dig a little bit more, see what you're looking for and how I could be a resource for you. That work?
I love it. That works perfect.
Cool.
Great script. Great
Hey.
job, Trisha.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Welcome, Scott, to the call. Trisha, who's our next scripter going to be?
Oh, let's see. Well, let's just say, Letha's here. Let's say hi to Letha.
Good morning, Miss Letha. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Welcome to the show today, Miss Letha. Miss Trisha, what number is she going to choose?
Have you chosen one yet?
Oh, we have not. Letha,
That's
number
it.
1, I'm a renter.
Okay.
I like to be a renter.
Okay. And that's okay. Well, hi, Dan. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, Miss Letha. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I wanted to know, as a renter, do you realize that you're building equity in your landlord's property? And on average, you can get the same amount of house for less money a month and build equity in your own home instead of somebody else's home.
I can?
Absolutely. Let me show you about the process. You can actually start right now, and we can take a look. I can get you hooked up with a lender and show you how easy it is with very little down. I mean, there's FHA loans out there, USDA loans out there, and they can put you in line to own your own property. We can see how much you qualify for, and we can start looking. All you're doing is throwing your money away, and in the long run, you have nothing to show for it.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I
So
like it.
can I hook you up with the lender and just give you, it doesn't cost anything to peek around and take a look at your options.
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great job, Miss Letha. Great
Thank
job.
you.
I feel like buying a home. All right, Miss Letha, who's our next scripter? We got Teresita, Scott, Renee, Annette, Jacob, Cindy.
Jacob.
Jacob Durante, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Ms. Lisa, what number is Jacob going to handle between 1 and 30?
29.
29. I'll give you this. 29's crowd favorite.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jacob, I really need an agent with more experience.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but with me, since I work for Keller Williams, I have an excellent team working behind me. So if we do have a problem, they'll be there to help me. And since I'm a newer agent, I have a little bit of experience, but not as much experience as other agents, and I have my team to help me with that. But since I'm a newer agent, I will give you everything that I have to help you with this deal.
All right. Break script. I like it. On the spot and out of it. I love it, Jacob. Great job. Who's our next scripter? Scott, Annette, Nicole, Teresita, Cindy, Renee.
We can do Renee.
She even looked at the camera like, please don't choose me. All right. Welcome to the show, Miss Renee.
You literally just logged on.
All right, Mr. Jacob, what number is Renee going to be handling for us today?
28.
28. Ooh.
I'm not prepared for this.
The beautiful thing is, neither was I when I woke up this morning. Renee, I'm a buyer. I'm going to rent for a while. I don't want to buy right now because I'd be buying at the top of the market.
I don't even know what we're doing. We're just.
What's Your Number Wednesdays? It's a scripting game show where you pick a number and handle a common real estate objection.
I shouldn't have logged on. So wait, I have to handle an objection that they want to rent?
You're trying to convert me into a buyer. I'm telling you, well, I'd rather just rent for a few months because I don't want to buy at the top of the market. Should I handle it for you?
Well, I mean, I guess I don't have the scripting behind it because, like I said, I just logged on. But have you ever considered getting a pre-qualification to buy? Because oftentimes it's actually cheaper for you to pay a mortgage than it is to pay rent.
Well, yeah, I've thought about that, but I really don't want to pay. The prices are going right now. I'd hate to pay, top of the market for my house, and then in a few years the value go down.
Well, when you purchase a home rather than rent it, you get equity in your home, and when you rent, you're just paying your landlord's rent. You're paying your landlord's mortgage essentially. So, is there any reason why you wouldn't try to get pre-qualified and see how much it would cost you on a monthly basis?
No, I guess I haven't thought about it that way.
Great. I'd love to connect you with a lender and see what we can do. Would next Wednesday or Thursday work? And I can kind of walk you through a buyer consultation and what that process is.
I got some time on Wednesday.
Okay. Are afternoons or evenings better for you?
I like evenings after work.
Okay, great. Do you want to do 5:30? Does that work for you?
That's perfect.
Okay, great. I will put you on the calendar for 5:30, and I will shoot you a group text with one of my preferred lenders, and we'll see if we can get you pre-qualified for something.
Sounds great. I love it. See, he wasn't prepared, not even awake. I can tell one eye still closed.
I've been awake. I've been running
I think-
comps and they're stressing me out and I have a headache.
I think you did well. Great job. Renee, who's our next
Yes.
scripter? You've got Cindy, Annette, Scott, Nicole, or Teresita.
Teresita.
Good morning, Teresita. Welcome to the game show. Renee, what's her number?
So wait, what is it? 1 through 30?
1 through 30.
27.
27. Teresita, I appreciate you coming over and talking to me about all this. And, I'm just not ready to sign a contract. You can show me some houses, but I'm not ready to sign a contract.
So you're looking for a house, right?
Right.
You are motivated. What motivates you to start looking for a house?
We really need more space. The kids are crawling all over each other. We need more rooms.
So let me ask you, if I show you the house of your dreams with the space for your kids and the kitchen that you're looking for and your wife loves, you're gonna let go and pass it on because you're not signing a contract? I need you to be ready. And that's one part of being ready.
Okay. I like it. Break script.
So-
I love that line. I
Here.
need you to be ready. And that's
Sign
part
here.
of it.
I like that. Yeah.
I
I'm
like
here.
that. To the point. I need you to be ready. Here's my pen. Use it. I love it. High five. Great job. All right, Miss Teresita, who's our next scripter? We've got Nicole, Scott, Annette, Cindy. Scott Anderson, are you able to join us? I see your seat. You're the next contestant on What's Your Number Wednesdays, where it's a game show. You pick a number. between
Numbers?
1 and 30.
He picks a number.
But Teresita, what's the number?
Oh, crap.
1, 10.
Number 10. Whoo. Scott, it's a sphere of influence call. I'm your friend. You call me just to check on me, and I say it's a perfect time. It's a coincidence you call. We're thinking about selling, but we really don't believe in mixing friendship with business.
Well, I understand why you'd say that, because sometimes friends and business don't mix. And I think a lot of people have had that happen. It's sort of like in your family. Sometimes you don't want to mix up business and family. But I'm curious, do you think our friendship is something that would get in the way of me being able to help you find a buyer for your home?
I would just hate for that to ever be an issue, Scott.
I hear why you're saying that. I wonder if I could show you some of the resources I have to help get your home out there, if maybe that might make you feel a little bit more comfortable working with me, even though I am your friend.
Okay.
So let's take a look at what Keller can offer, what I can offer, all the resources to get your home listed, get it out there, market it, and let's get a buyer in there so you guys can find your next dream home.
I like it. Break script, man. Great job.
Oh, on the spot too. Boy, I'm rusty, man. Oh. Oh.
All right, Scott, thank you so much for participating. Who's our next scripter? You've got Nicole, Annette, Cindy.
All right, Nicole, go.
Nicole, what number is Nicole going to handle for us, Scott, between 1 and 30?
11.
Who, 11? Miss Nicole, I'm a seller and I want to sell my house, but there's just not a lot of inventory out there. We're going to just try to sell it on our own.
Well, tell me the reasons exactly why you want to take that adventure on your own.
Well, there's not much inventory. We feel like we can sell it on our own.
I understand, but there's a lot that goes into marketing your house, and it will behoove you to have my team and all of my resources behind you to help you get this house sold.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, we would get all of the professional photos taken care of and listing all out onto all the different platforms, and so that all the team and the Keller Williams agents are aware of the listing and just making it as marketable as possible with everyone's. Oh God, this is hard. Sorry. Of course you give me the hardest one.
Well, I think you're doing a good job so far, Nicole. This is why we do these things on the spot. Sometimes the
Yeah.
objectives are not going to be ones that you handle all the time. They're going to be
Yeah.
thrown at you. That's why we do this. I love it. We don't really have time for a couple more, but I want to touch on some things and go back on the technologies here. The one thing I really appreciate when you guys do is restate the objection so that you understand it. You know, let me understand that you feel like you can sell your house on your own in this market. Hey, it sounds like you want to stay a renter for a while. And then ask them to elaborate. Out of curiosity, what makes you say that? Tell me more. What do you mean by that? What makes you say that? This will help uncover more of the root of the objection so that you can handle the true essence. I want to stay a renter forever. Well, what makes you say that? Well, I hear that when you own your own house, you're responsible for all the repairs yourself. Is there not a way to handle that? Well, there's home warranties and there's going to be ownership costs, but then you have a benefit in the end of it. So understanding the objection at a deeper level is going to help you get there. Don't be afraid to combat the emotion behind it, and then find a positive emotion to relate to it. You know what? I want to wait for a while. We don't want to buy at the top of the market. Renee struggled with that because her brain wasn't thinking right. What is the value right now? Even though prices are super high, what's the value to buyers?
Low interest rates.
Low interest.
Epically low interest rates. I want you to put some color on it, okay? It's not just interest rates. It's the world's lowest interest rates, epically low interest rates, historically unseen low rates before. We are at an interest bottom. We're almost non-interest rated anyways. So understanding the value and how to present a value over an objection will allow you to get there. You know, I don't want to buy at the top of the market. I understand, neither do I. I don't want to pay too much for a house either, but it comes down to the monthly investment anyways, doesn't it? Right? We're going to talk about tie downs probably tomorrow, where we're able to tie them down to an agreement. Am I right? Do you see how that can be? Doesn't it make sense? You can see how that would be, right? And then you buy into it. But having a positive to overcome that negative is good, but you want to unseat the reason. And sometimes the objection is just a smoke screen. How do you get rid of smoke? You air it out. So ask questions, get them to talk.
Cool.
I really hope that our Wednesday participation doesn't drop because of this. I hope you guys get excited by it. It's one of those neat things I'm just trying to shift up. So every week I go and look for objections. The resource I've been using a lot, I think you guys should check it out, is KW Connect Search Script Championship. There's 5 videos out there, and they each have about 7 to 8 objections with some scripting around it from professional scripters, what Jason calls script ninja or Jedi. Go listen to some of those and get some insight, get some input. And they're common scripts that your common objections you're gonna hear all the time, right? Any objection we've given out on a Wednesday, is that not an objection you will hear or you have heard?
Right.
Right. The more we expose you to it, the easier it's going to be for you guys in the long run.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? I've heard that before. And now we won't have those stun moments like, oh, crap. So I want to say thank you so much all for participating. I love having you in the mornings. Trisha, thank you for joining. You're welcome back anytime. We do have an all partners meeting today at 9:30. Some really important announcements going out on that. You should have already gotten a text. If you did not get a text, let me know. We can get your name fixed up in the system. But hopefully we're moving away from that texting system and using command fully, which would be awesome.
How do I change what number they send the text to?
Send a text to Caitlin or an email to Caitlin.
Okay.
And
Because it
just
goes
have
to
her
my
update.
Google Voice one right now, and I'd like to change that to my regular one.
Simple enough. Awesome, guys. If you're doing career visioning, it starts today at 11:30. We'll see you at the All Partners at 9:30. Have a blessed Wednesday morning.
Is it at 9 or 9:30?
Is it 9? Sorry, 9.
It's
I just put
9.
A lot
Okay.
of 30s in my head. 9 o'clock. So thank you everyone for participating in game 2 of What's Your Number Wednesday. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Thanks, Dan.